Hello friends, how are you doing on this fine Thursday evening? I am catching up on some old content, as usual. In this case, I never did become exalted with the Sha'tari Skyguard, which give you these stingrays to ride. And I admit, the faces of these stingrays are kind of creepy, but you know, they've got a shtick, and that shtick could be mine. So I'm gonna head back to over here to the place where slaughtering the Muppet bird people gives you rep. Kael'Thas. That is a dark crystal reference, I would imagine. And the things look like Muppet dark crystal bird things, so I have to assume that was the inspiration for this particular thing. Anyway, I started this rep, was it yesterday? No, this is Kirin Tour. I started this rep yesterday, and I am, where am I? I am already honored. That's pretty good. I mean, it is excellent to get this far along. And it's not actually hard to do these quests. In the process of doing them, I also accidentally became queen of the ogres, and they wish me to go to ogre heaven to do some various things or other. So that was definitely amusing. All right. Did I fly over the quest hub? I probably did. All right. So I thought I'd do a few of these, and then I might check out the Eye, which was a raid that I think I did a couple times, but I don't remember very well. Ooh, it's a quest.
Watch, get her back.
Okay. Do I have... I do not have enough of that shadow stuff. That's okay. Anyway, I must have done it because I have the mount that drops from that raid, but I don't remember anything about it except for it involves killing Kael'Thas again. I feel like I've killed Kael'Thas so many times. It doesn't make any sense. Right. I have a scale, a spine, a Kiri, Kara. Okay. So my goal here is gathering shadow dust. Did I do that? Yeah. And papers. And once I get enough of them, then I click here. What don't I have? I have a Vakiz, Karag, and Akari. So I need this thing. And then you summon these random things and you kill them.
I'm out of range.
And when you summon them, you
Get closer.
return, and then you get a separate quest to summon some guy who, if you do not kill him, is about to create like a terrible event or something. Also, I need to bomb these eggs. I don't know how I feel about the egg bombing, but on the other hand, if I think of it like you are destroying enemy bombers, I mean, you would prefer to do that than you would to actually have to deal with them killing people. So I guess that's what we're going for. Anyway. My goal to become beloved is pretty far along. I'm kind of pleased with it. I think I will soon have 55, my 55, and then I'll have, I don't know, some new title. I do like these huge treetop demesnes. I mean, they're really cool looking.
I need a target.
That's me. I'm really good at bird killing. Okay, that was kind of wild. All right, so off we go. I've been thinking a lot about this quest that apparently was put in, I think it was in Mists of Pandaria, which I will never see because it's a warlock only quest. And I guess the warlocks were so nerfed in Cataclysm that they were just kind of like pathetic and nobody wanted to play them. So they put in this enormous quest line for warlocks in Pandaria where, you know, you had to do this solo thing where the Grand Council of Warlocks is like upset because warlocks are not as powerful as other people in killing, who was it that was making the trouble? Deathwing, I guess. Anyway, so you get this drop and then there's this quest where they're complaining about it and they're like, we need to harness the chaos magic in order to become more powerful. And then you go and do the series of difficult quests and then you get green fire spells that are better. And I think it's kind of hilarious that they used a game mechanic problem, which was the fact that warlocks were not very good from a game balance perspective, and they turned that into an in-game quest with in-game reasons. I think that is hilarious, honestly. All right, let's go turn these two things in. Now, I will never see this quest because I will never play a warlock because that's not my thing. But I thought it was fantastic. I love using necessary, like using mistakes. I like that. I like using mistakes as story inspiration.
Watch, get her back.
I'm going to give this guy these things, and he gives me one of those. And then I can go summon this other dude. Because inevitably when you're writing, you're going to end up with some error, continuity error, or just random error on your part. And I find it's better to just treat those things as opportunities to build in some random, unexpected complexity that you would not have come up with on your own. Because when we do world building, we want the world to be perfect. But actual life is not neat and tidy. And our attempts to make things untidy sometimes come across as, I want to say, not effective. Like it just feels contrived. Whereas if you use your mistakes as a way to add complexity, then it can come across as less contrived, and it's kind of useful because you are going to make mistakes. So you have to choose how you handle them. It's basically, I meant to do that. Maybe we can call it the cat defense for world building or something. I meant to do that. So each one of these things gives me quite a bit of rep. But what I want is 40 of these scrolls. 40 scrolls. I'm on 8. Boy, these people have lots of skulls, don't they? Creepy. Don't they look like Muppets, though? I mean, seriously, they look like Muppets. I hope everyone had a nice day. And I got my authored copies of my latest book, and I always love to see the physical manifestation of those things. There's just something nice about being able to hold it in your hand. Great stuff. I'm not used to such a long pre-order period, but I actually set the pre-order to like a month and a half or something. And it's been hard to wait that long. So be glad next week when it finally hits the market and I can enjoy the fruits of my labors. It does make me think a lot about how you deal with ongoing creative efforts when they are long-running. I often wonder, when are they going to give up updating this game? I mean, it's like 20-something years old. And it's an MMO, so it's using up some server rack somewhere. Multiple server racks, I'm sure. So it's not like they can just pretend like it doesn't exist anymore. Like you sell it in a box, and if people use it, then they use it. But if not, it's no skin off your back. It's something they have to maintain. I think, are so many people still playing this game that it's worth it to continue? I don't know. And how long can they really milk this storyline? How many enormous, terrible world-ending threats have we ended? Oh, that reminds me. I got the starting quest for Battle for Azeroth, which I have not actually done at all. So I'd like to see the Battle for Azeroth stuff. That would be cool. I don't know. I'm sort of torn between doing that and doing the Eye. The Eye might be fun. Let's see, I got 10 minutes left on this Elixir of Shadows that lets me see these time lost. Like, this guy is existing in this reality, but this guy is from the spirit world or whatever. And when my potion runs out, I won't be able to see them and kill them anymore. So I guess I'll do that till I'm done. These living Muppets, they drop shadow dust, and if I get enough shadow dust, the guy in the camp will make me a another potion. So that's all good. Ooh, thunder, hello. Alright, I'm up to 16 pages. I don't know, it's a little meditative to just wander around here. I think it's the color. It's dim. It's not, it's dim and you're not in any danger. So it's kind of, I wouldn't call it relaxing exactly, but after a while you just kind of zone out. I have to wonder if they did decide to end WoW, what would be the final storyline? Like, how could you top the Lich King, Deathwing, gosh, the Azeroth battle stuff. We've had the Scourge, we've had the Legion several times over. I mean, we've been on multiple planets. What would be left after all this? Whoa, I can't see anything. Hello, sir. How do you, you know, that's something I see sometimes when I read, like I like to read lit RPG for fun, and the power creep is real, like the scaling. I start to ask, what, like what could you possibly, you know, when you kill terrible things, and then you kill the terrible things nightmares, and then you kill the nightmares angel demon things, and then you kill gods, and then what, you go beyond the gods into the multiverse and destroy who knows what. At some point there's just nothing left, and I think people sort of cease to care at some point when the stakes get so high that you can't imagine them. It's a little bit like when you give someone a number that's just too big. It's like you can imagine the size of a football field, but you can't really imagine the size of a galaxy. Not very well, anyway. So I don't know what they would give us to kill as a finale for this game. Maybe that's why they haven't ended it yet, because they just don't know how. Wouldn't that be funny? And then you live happily ever after. Retire to Stormwind and never have a bad day again in my character's life. I mean, she might like that, but I wonder, for some people it would be like, if you've done important things all your life and then suddenly you don't have the dopamine rush of destroying, saving the world over and over again, that doesn't seem like it would make you happy. I mean, what do I know, right? If I had to end this game, such a hard question. I don't know, I might just make it a matter of, there's been so many multiple timelines. Maybe your task would be to unite all the timelines into a single final ending. But then the rub of it would be that you would have to personally choose which timeline that is. So maybe for you, the perfect timeline is endless strife and war, whereas someone else would be like, no, actually, I choose peace. Peace, where the Horde are allies of the Alliance. And maybe some people are like, I choose peace, but one side has been obliterated by the other, and it's the peace of the sword. And then you would be able to have your own perfect ending, whatever that perfect ending would be. And I think that would work because they've set up the whole multiple timeline thing themselves, so it would kind of work. But I don't know. That was a hard question. How would you end WoW? Kind of lost track of, wait, what am I doing here? Oh, right, I need another 15 of those. what it would be like to live in one of these tree houses. They're kind of elfy, aren't they? In the sense of, you know, elves having tree houses in every single fantasy novel. I think it would be nice to wake up in the morning and walk out of your little hutch in the middle there and just sit on this enormous balcony and overlook the water and have your breakfast and be like, okay, we're summoning a demon today or whatever. Okay, maybe not, but I mean, it's a great view, and if you can fly, you're not worried about falling, so I think it might be nice. I might choose someplace that's a little bit more cheerful, climate-wise, though. $30, we only need 10 more. At least they die fast. When I was here last time, there were a bunch of people farming this location, and I won't say fight with them for the ads, but it did make it a little bit more time consuming. These bridges, though, I'm not sure if I would want a bridge like this. I'd want it, you know, this looks like it would wobble. Like I'd like a bridge that would be more stable. But I guess if there's a storm, you might want more play in it. If it's too rigid, it might not work. I don't know. All right, 8 more. The other grind that is typical in this area is the nether wing, but I did the nether wing on my hunter, and I don't think it counts. I'm entirely sure it doesn't count towards your multiple exalted reputation achievement if you have duplicates on your various characters. And, oh, that rep was a long one. It was a long time ago, and yet I still remember doing large parts of it. It was a long grind. I mean, everything was a long grind back then. We really didn't mind the long grinds. Isn't that weird? Did I kill all these people already? Oh, hello. It amazes me the things that we kind of just did because that was what you did. We put up with a very long and tiring stuff. I still remember a lot of things about Classic that were so super immersive, and yet they were kind of annoying. Oh wait, that's why I can't find anything. I ran out of my thing here. Like we used to have to buy arrows. And not just one arrow, but there were multiple kinds of arrows. And you had to be a certain level to use certain arrows. And if you ran out of arrows, you could no longer shoot anything. I mean, that was... You really felt like it mattered. Especially because there were craftable arrows that were better than the ones you could buy. And then there were arrows you could get if you had certain reps, I think, with certain people that were better, and it was exciting. But if you forgot your arrows and you went to some Or heaven forbid you go to some dungeon and you have forgotten to reload. You also had to feed your pets or they would run away. It's still weird to me that you don't need to feed your pets. Do I miss all this? I don't know, but they certainly made the game feel more like you had, like, you were there. You were more embodied in it, I guess. That's the other thing. You also needed to go to trainers to learn spells. And you had to practice to skill up weapons. And if you got a new weapon that you had never used before, and then you would barely be able to do any damage with it because you had a level 1 skill with it. I mean, these were all good mechanics in terms of making it feel real, but it was, there was a trade-off there in terms of how annoying it was to actually play it. I don't know if I miss it. There's a classic server that WoW is running, like actual Blizzard, and I suppose I could try it again. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm feeling that hardcore anymore. I am 20 years older and my free time is not what it used to be. Aha! 40. All right, let's do the summons. Okay, we need those circles. Purple circles. Nope, there's no circle there. All right, here we go. Let's do this huntress. I help you. Okay. Now, I believe we've used up the skulls on this one, so we need to find a different one. Let's see. There's another one. I don't know if games are for the young, but certainly there are games that are more suitable for different people at different stages of their life. Let's say that. Well, the interesting thing about WoW is that vanilla was suitable for me 20 years ago. And this particular game, which is not WoW, the WoW that everybody else is playing, it's old WoW, but with a overpowered character, is exactly what I have the energy for right now. But it's certainly not retail, because retail would take work. Like, I'd have to concentrate, and I don't know what's going on most of the time, and everything is more powerful and could kill me, and etc. So I'm playing a different game. Like, I'm playing... It's literally the same content that was available to me 15, 20 years ago, but it's easier. And that's what I have the energy for, so, which is cool. Maybe in 20 years, if there's still a WoW server, I will play the current expansion when I'm overpowered for it. Wouldn't that be funny? Okay. Last one. Now I will go turn these in, and then I can summon the main guy again. And then I think I'll go check out the eye. Maybe tomorrow I'll do the intro quest to the Kael'Thas Battle for Alliance thing, because I am curious about that. You can also turn in, wow, lots of these.
Hey there. See you around. Have a good one.
For more of these
Good day
elixirs.
to you. See you later. Hello. Safe travels. You need something? See you later. See you around. What can I
one
do
more.
for you? Have a good one.
Alright. Let's go kill this guy. And then I will go see Kael'Thas and see if he'll drop me a second Alar. Wouldn't that be funny? Doop-a-doop-a-doom. It's my guild standard. Nice. Okay. It's definitely worth it to do the guild standard for him. Look at that. We're almost done with Honored, I guess. Alright. Where is this thing I want to do? Whoa, I think it's all the way in Netherstorm. That's a long flight. I need to find a flight path there too. Well, the nearest flight path is probably somewhere in Hellfire. Let's go. I admit one of my favorite things to do is just to fly over the landscape and look at stuff. Okay, this is the right way, I think. Yeah, we'll end up in Hellfire soon. What is that? That's cool looking. Let's go look. Now, isn't that a fun series of balconies? That is wild. Where am I? Fire wing point. Alright, we go on. Oh, look at this big chasm. I hope I can fly over it without getting in trouble. Oh, that's a long way of nothing. Look at that waterfall. That's lovely. Lovely. Alright, we've made it to Hellfire. Where am I? We're going to the Citadel. Really? I thought the Citadel was over there. Oh, okay. From here, we should be able to take a griffin over to wherever this this raid is. Now, I think that raid is Magtheridon. Yeah, that's not really a raid. That's a single encounter. All right, let's see. Here's Griffin. Where we want to go is Tempest Keep. So, Cosmo Wrench.
Hi.
It's going to fly me all the way around that chasm. I bet we can't go that way, or we'll fall into the void between the stars of this shattered planet. And that's just a great sky, but very science fiction-y. It's not very fantasy-ish, is it? I was never quite sure what WoW was. Is it? I guess it's science fantasy. I mean, I don't really care one way or the other because it's fun, but I was going to say, you have to wonder what 1, 2, 3, 3 planets or moons in the sky does to tidal forces in this particular location. And I realized, wait a minute, this planet is actually destroyed, sundered into pieces that are floating in the void. So I don't think it's very worried about tidal stresses. Not really. I had so much trouble killing those stupid boars. I killed so many of those stupid boars so laboriously. No, that was not a pun. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I did that. All right, where are we going next? What a great landscape. Can you imagine being a tour guide or a flight attendant on one of these? And if you look out the window to your right, you'll see the huge gaping crystal that leads to the demonic influences that create the hellbores that you see on our native soils. Isn't it lovely? Now in front of us, you'll see the mushroom forests of Zanker Marsh, where you could get sucked under into a terrible reservoir full of naga. Well, that would be great. I know you'd enjoy that. It would be fun though. I like the blue palette though, with this kind of greenish cyan horizon. I think they did a good job with they did a great job with giving each of these zones its own distinct palette, and they keep doing it, expansion after expansion. They just have a great sense of color. I've been looking at some other games that are more realistic in design, and they're just not as pretty. They're more, I'm not even sure I would call them more convincing. They're more realistically rendered, but somehow they're just uglier. Alright, we're going up here into the Blade's Edge Mountains. I think that's what this is. It's full of crystals. I thought this was a cool zone, but I didn't do almost anything in it. Oh, look at all these quests that I could go back and do. That might be interesting. Oh, yeah, and then Gruul's Lair, which is another not very convincing raid. It's just a single encounter. This is just a cool ecology. I can't imagine what it must be like to live in it, though. It's spiky. Maybe if you were a naturally flying creature, it might be interesting, but all these little pets, raptors. Yeah, these are definitely bits of planet floating in the void. Oh, we're heading to Netherstorm. That's what it is. Wow. Creepy. The purple zone. Where all of the a lot of the end game dungeons were over here on flying spaceships, because why wouldn't you have spaceships? Who wouldn't want a spaceship? I love the constant lightning in this zone. It's very atmospheric. No, that was not. What was in whatever I drank? I had tea, I thought, but I'm beginning to wonder if there was some pun elixir in it or something. I'm not a punning person. I'm not actually very funny either. I'm the person that funny people hang out with because they need someone to laugh at their jokes, and I do like laughing, so. All right, we're almost there. We'll go see Kael'Thas, and then I think And we'll do something else for the evening. Probably pet the new book, because there's always a warm glow when you first get a new book, no matter how many you've done, and I've done 70, so it's like you'd think it would have worn off by now, but it hasn't. I still like looking at them, putting them on the shelf in order, and being like, oh look, they all look very pretty in a row. Alright, here we go. We're off. Let's make sure we have our raid difficulty set correctly. Nothing less but heroism will do. And I believe the eye is the one in the middle. So I have to admit, this is cool architecture. It looks like a warp core or something from Star Trek. Alright. Here we go. Doo-doo-doo. Tempest Keep. I wonder if it gives you any rep. I doubt it does. Nope. Oh, that's okay. Does it give money? Oh, it does. And cloth. I'll take the cloth. Second squad is ready to fight. As you were. Decaying leather armor. You know, you probably should be wearing decaying leather armor. Are these crystals decorated? Did they carve them or paint them or something? An interesting idea. Painted crystals. Alright. We have 4 bosses. Alar, Void Reaver, High Astromancer, and then Kael'Thas. Yeah, it's a bigger raid than I remember. I need to do the one that's on the Isle. Because I think I've barely done that one at all. Whatever that one was. The one, the actual ultimate one. Can I walk on that, or am I gonna fall? I don't know, but I'm scared.
I'm out of range.
Okay. There's a ledge there, so I guess we can go up. Let's see. I do like the elf architecture.
It's too
I mean,
far
I
away.
would, but... Well, where's the phoenix? Oh, he's right there. Yeah.
I need to get closer.
Did I kill him? What are you doing to me? Did I successfully kill him? I don't know.
It's too far away.
What does the map think? The map thinks he's still alive. Huh. Oh yeah, he's right there. Aha! Mindstorm wristbands, Phoenix Ring of Rebirth, and Talisman of the Sun King. Ooh. What does that look like? Okay. I don't know. Alright, well, you're a good phoenix, and now you're dead. Sorry. Although I have a Phoenix Ring of Rebirth, so maybe you'll come back. Let's see. Let's go down this way first. The solarium.
I need to get
I do
closer.
like sunshine. Wow, look at all these people just sitting here. Just waiting for me to come by. Ooh, lots of money. I do like money. What's up here? No, wrong way. We're not ready for that yet. We're looking for the High Astromancer. Here are her groupies. Oh, I'm sorry, apprentices. Who have money for me. Thank you. Here she is, the Astromancer. Wow, look at all these people in here. If I kill you first, will they aggro and then I can just kill them all at once? Because that would be cool. Wow, she is skinny. She's got no face though. Oh, well, this is convenient. Oh, what happened there? Now I can't kill her. What happened? Oh. Just
the sun
not do that.
awaits.
Void Star Talisman. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys. Money. And a bagel. Very nice. I like bagels. Okay, let's go get the other guy. Who invented bagels in this universe? I mean, seriously. That is kind of funny. All right. What puzzles me is this architecture looks like Draenei architecture, but these are not Draenei. So who came first with this style? I don't know. Curious. I miss Ben, who could have told me. Maybe he'll show up in the comments somewhere and inform me. A devastator. Do you have money? You do. Thank you. Must have been fun to do this with like large groups of friends. Oh wow, well that's a very large boss, isn't it? Absolutely, we need to have mecha bosses. How's this? I will aggro him and maybe you guys will come attack me. And then I can kill you all at once. Looks like a transformer. Oh my gosh, I'm being attacked by flying. And I'm silenced. Alright. Are you literally gonna chain silence me? Fine. Yay, money. A warp spring coil, pauldrons of the vanquished champion, void reaver greaves, and cowl of the grand engineer. Do you wonder if the people who make these pieces of armor and weaponry name them, or do they just acquire names mythically at some later date? Like, do you think I'm going to forge the cowl of the grand engineer is kind of, it's kind of decorative. That's kind of funny. Do they think I'm going to do this, or is it just like a something that someone else names it later because the grand engineer wears it? I don't know. Excuse me. Crimson Hand Inquisitor. Yikes. Glad you're dead. I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that, but I wouldn't have wanted to be inquired of, we'll say. Okay, here we go. This is Kael'Thas. This is the end. Can I just one-shot you, or is that gonna mess up everything? Let's see. Doo-doo-doo. Hi!
Energy. Power. My people are addicted to it. A dependence made manifest after the Sunwell was destroyed. Welcome to the future. A pity you are too late to stop it. No one can stop me now. Salama Ashalanore.
That's some voice acting.
Let us see how your nerves hold up against the Darkener, Thaladred.
Prepare yourselves!
Okay, I'll hit you with my staff.
Some of my best advisors, but none can withstand the might of the Bloodhammer.
His voice acting is something else.
Blood for blood.
I've hit you with my staff. Comparion, okay.
Thus endure I reign supreme.
You have proven worthy to test your skills against my master engineer, Telemachus.
Anara Belore.
As you see, many weapons.
Okay. Now what? Oh, I'm being attacked by weapons. I don't want to kill him too quickly, so I'm going to move out of the way here. What's next? Come this way. I don't want to accidentally kill him. Alright, that takes care of that. I'll kill this thing and this bow. What's next? Oh, wow. Oh. Interesting. What do I do now, Kael'Thas? I've killed your weapons. Do you need me to take one of them? I'll take the staff. Staff of Disintegration. How's that? Or, you know, should I take them all? Sure, why not? Wow. Hmm? Look how he keeps turning to face me. This is hilarious. Alright, alright. How do I make him attack me? Let's see.
Perhaps I underestimated you. It would be unfair to make you fight all 4 advisors at once, but fair treatment was never shown to my people.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm not really afraid of them. It would be nice if you stopped fearing me, though. You know, you can hit me over and over again, but you're not going to actually kill me. Oh, that's one of you.
Will not.
You're next.
This is not.
More perils await.
Alas, sometimes one must. Anara del Belore!
Alright, what are you doing? Flame Strike. And... Aww, Phoenix. I'll kill you too. Phoenix Egg? I hit you with my staff. I hit you. Look, you're hitting me with your fists, and I'm hitting you with my staff. That is hilarious. Yeah, fisticuffs. That's exactly how we should do this. Ah, you cheated.
I have not come this far to be stopped. The future I have planned will not be jeopardized. Now you will taste true power.
Uh-oh. Where are you going, sir? Okay. What's up here? Yikes. You know, that doesn't look too healthy. His power level is over 9,000 now.
For Kael'Thas.
No, I'm sorry. You're dead. Another vortex, a crown of the sun. What does that look like? Eh, it's not impressive. And there are a lot of them. Sunhawk leggings and leggings of murderous intent. That does seem in keeping. So I guess that's this whole raid.
I'm out of range.
How about I collect some money
It's
from
too
you
far
people
away.
to pay for repairs. You guys
I
too.
need to get closer.
Look at these people spinning. Stop spinning. You're confusing me. Look, another bagel. I could have a bagel. That's very tempting. Well, this was a cool raid, but I think I'll be glad to go home. Let's see. I have my special Stormwind cloak here. Off we go. Now, just like in Dalaran, in Stormwind, I also have a guy that I imagine is a friend of my character's, who takes all of her stuff and repairs her armor. Let's go see him. Doop. Oh, what a beautiful evening. Wow. Oops, gotta go down here. So this guy, does he live up here in the top story of his weapon shop? One wonders. Okay. Gunther repairs my stuff and buys off all my gear. And no doubt asks me every time I come back, where on earth have you been this time? And I tell him, Gunther, you don't want to know. I've been everywhere, and it was tiring. But here, have some filtered water and ribs. I brought you ribs. And some venison. I mean, I'm a good friend. I give you all this wonderful gear to break down for parts, and you give me money, and it's great. And he just wonders why I'm not dead yet, probably. 84 gold, not too bad. I think that will be my adventure for the night. I'm gonna go park myself where I can see the sunset. Oh wow, it started raining. Oh. We'll go over here then. Look over the harbor. There we go. We're out of the rain, and I think that's a good place to stop and enjoy the rest of our evening in the real world. But I will see you again soon in Azeroth. Thank you for joining me.